Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Mack. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Throwing Mack. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pinch, nice catch.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. There's a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Austin Mack. Quick completion on the out route. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mack. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Throwing Mack. The quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
Wide 29! Wide 29!
Looking for space, it's Hill. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Austin Mack. Got the quick pass. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Ready. Wide 53. Right on the end.
The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rill will check on his condition. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down.
Red 54! Red 54!
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Back. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal.
Flag 18! Flag 18!
Leaves it with the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it's gone! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks down. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Number 91 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Makes the grab.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing Mack. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Austin Mack. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. It's caught. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Mack. Trying to barrel in. Crisp crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a